Maybe she should have been in the Olympics for throwing monitors.
She probably could have done that as her breakdancing routine and scored a point, at least.
Sir. She probably would have actually had like 5 or 10 points more than Ray.
She would. Even her competitor would have been like,
yeah. So I'm talking about. That's original right there. I see the anger. Wow, Reagan.
Bro Church is a highly sophisticated podcast, hosted by highly sophisticated people. If you believe that, I'll tell you another.
Okay. So here we are. We are back. Episode 4 of Bro Church. Just still doing the same old thing, but trying to upgrade it and keep it fresh. I'm sitting here with my brother, my main man right there, the Dave. The Dave is in Pennsylvania right now. What?
Oh, yeah.
Dave pulls a fast one and says, "I'm in PA. Let's do this in person." I'm like, "Wait a minute, dude. I have plans too." Like,
I mean, whatever. I mean, we could have made this a live event, but you can't tell me last minute.
I was like, dude, we got to talk about timing with you, man. We got to talk about
yeah, scheduling. It just happens, man. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, hey.
Yeah. If anybody that knows me knows, like, I'm not really too good with like spontaneous planning. Like, hey, let's just do it this way. And I'm like, I was actually planning all week to do it the other way, and now you just want to say, fuck that shit. Let's just throw it in the trash.
And then your sister marries somebody who's completely the opposite. It was like, hey, 5 minutes later, hey, you want to go skydiving off the canyon? Yeah, sure, why not? Do we got parachute? Not really. All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you live once, YOLO.
Yeah, we'll put it together.
All right, so the Dave and I have been working on fine-tuning Bro Church and the Bro Church experience, and we're going to be focusing on giving you continued humor and continued Bro Church banter with the trending topics that are going on. Mm-hmm. Today is my week to present the fucked up files, and in light of us trying to keep things nice and tight, I have one fucked up file that I want to share, but it's going to tie in with a previous story. I don't know how I found it. But I did share that with you. I don't know if you got a chance to. No, I didn't share it with you. Forget it.
No, I'm excited to hear this. Is like you'll get my live reaction to these stories. So,
okay, so I want you to start this off, Dave, because you brought this up. I was hip to it, but when we talked about topics, you brought this up, and I was like, dude, we gotta definitely talk about it. Let me hand off the mic to you, sir.
Right off the bat, I know everybody's already heard of it. All I gotta say is Australian breakdancing. Like, what in the world? Like, you gotta be someone special to score a 0 at the Olympics for something that you're doing. I mean, remember when, like I told you before, remember we used to get like at least 5 points for writing our names right on the application? Like, she didn't even get that. She got literally 0 points for breakdancing. And what sucks is that she represents a whole freaking country. She represented every breakdancer in Australia. And I'll be surprised if you haven't at this point seen her routine, because it's just horrendous, dude. It's just like, remember that one lady? This is hip hop. It's literally come to life, and it's like you sit there wondering, like, how the hell did this lady get into the Olympics? And now there's so many controversies, so many like conspiracies and issues that are coming out, and it's just like, you have to sit back, and it shows like she's apparently a college professor.
Yeah,
and
PhD.
she teaches, PhD
in cultural arts or something like that.
Like culture. But the main thing she teaches is breakdancing, and you're like, seriously, you know nothing of it. Like, for being a PhD in culture and shit, you know nothing. Like. It's like,
you don't know how to read a room. Like, maybe I'm not the one you want representing Australia. I love teaching it, but
it's just, in my opinion, it's narcissist at its finest, dude. It is narcissism at its finest. I mean, that's the Olympic level of narcissism. She thinks she's the biggest top shit in the world.
It's entitlement as well, isn't it? I mean.
Oh my God! Like, it's like, it's just. That's exactly, you said it perfectly. It's freaking entitlement. I can't think of any other word for it. I mean, here you are, like, oh, look at me. This is who I am. I'm a professor in this. Let me set this up. Let me put my husband on the judge panel, allegedly.
Yeah.
They're still trying to confirm that. So, but if you see who she went up against with, I mean, I forget what the lady's name is, but she was hitting it.
Yeah,
like, she should have been in the Olympic team versus, kangaroo hopping, slug moving lady. Like, seriously, your first move is kangaroo hopping. That's what you're gonna represent Australia with,
dude. Like, and the memes of just that alone.
Oh my God, dude!
It's bad, dude.
Dying, dude. Like, this is hip hop. or the other one I showed you, like, what happens when you spray a roach on the floor. With a roach spray. And then the Homer Simpson spinning around on the floor.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I'm sorry, but this is what you get. Your narcissism got you to this point where you are literally going to be known as a person who scored a zero at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like, the guy who did pole vaulting, who knocked the pole off with his package. Because it was his package was out there, like, it knocked the pole. Like, I don't mind being known as that.
I'd rather be known for that.
like, you know what I mean? Like, how'd you lose the Olympics? Well,
the gun I got here was cocked and loaded. Sorry, no pun intended.
No pun intended. There's more pole vaults than what you can think of here.
I think for me, dude, like, when you brought it to my attention, I remember seeing at that point last week, I saw clips. I didn't realize that it was from the Olympics. I thought it was just something that was trending. You get used to seeing different people post something that's similar, and you're like, oh, this must be a trending video, but not understanding how deep this was. This was at the Olympics, 1. 2, it was the first time that breakdancing was ever introduced into the Olympics as an Olympic sport.
Mm-hmm.
3, I'm not so much flabbergasted that she was there, even though I am. I'm not as flabbergasted compared to the fact that, how did she get there? Like,
yes,
who does she know, or how? Listen, there's a lot of people that are good at things, and then there's a lot of people that have the spirit and the confidence, but they don't have the talent. And it's like, man, I wish the person that had the talent had this person's drive, because that person, even though they're horrible at it, God, they have this passion. And it seems like this person, Raygun, is that what she goes by?
Raygun.
Forgive me, I'm looking up her name right now.
No, it's her real. Let's just go
Rachel
off of Gunn, because
Rachel Gunn, but she competes as Raygun. But she competes. She teaches. She has a PhD. She teaches the cultural arts in regards to breakdancing, but you can't really breakdance. And so, to me, it's like, I'm not saying you can't be educated enough to teach it, but you can't be at the level to represent it in that degree on a platform that now 2025 are we going to see breakdancing back at the Olympics? No.
Nah,
they're not going to do that.
They already said now they're not going to bring that for the LA Olympics.
But it doesn't make any sense when you have a plethora of breakers and dancers, b-boys, b-girls. In today's day and age, is it, be they? I don't know. But you've got people that can fucking ball out with these moves. And this is what we got. Yep. Not only that, Dave, it took the light away from any other competitor.
Yes.
Because all you can see is her. And when I looked this video up, you can tell the Olympics is going hard eliminating it because you can't find a full video of her dancing anywhere. It's only with commentators or TikTokers or YouTubers like what we're doing right now. She is committed. She's doing, like you said, she's doing the dinosaur, and she's got this bravado. Like she knows the like, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, but you dance it, and God bless her competitor, because she was like kind of like walking back and forth, like taking this seriously. Because I think I'd have been like, yo, is this what we're doing right now?
Yo, she was walking back and forth. Yeah, you think she was walking back and forth, training us here? I think she was just walking back and forth, like, oh my God, let me walk, because if not, I'm gonna start laughing my ass off. You know what I mean? Like, here's the deal. You like, what kills me is, number one, she finally spoke out, right? And she says, I didn't realize that I would open up the door for so much hate. Blah, blah, blah. I worked my ass. This is what kills me. I worked my ass off to prepare this routine. It's all about art. I was having fun and express my art. Okay. The thing that bothers me with that is there's the narcissism right there. I worked my butt off. That routine, that's the best you got. You're in the fucking Olympics.
You can't tell me you work your ass off.
Exactly.
That. My daughters do that every day.
Exactly. And here's the thing. I went out there and I just had fun. Okay, when you're in the Olympics, you're representing your whole freaking country, right?
Right.
It's not just about having fun. It's not just about creating art. You want to create art, go do it in your backyard, or go do it at your tea party, or whatever the hell you guys have at your college place. You know what I mean? Where you have all your mom and pop shops saying, "Oh, good job," your participation trophy freaking event. This is the freaking Olympics, man. You got Australians out there who can break. Like, they can break. You know what I mean?
I would think it gives Australia a bad name. Like, now everybody's clowning Australia.
Yeah, they're clowning Australia. And what sucks is, like, there are really legit great breakdancers in Australia. They even showed, like, the lady, the guy who coached her. The guy who coached Ray Gun into breakdancing is worse than Ray Gun.
Why does she call herself Ray Gun, bro?
Because her name, I think it was just easy for her to slap it together. Whatever she put in Google came up. That's what it comes down to.
Do you think that this whole you said a couple cool things. You said like the participation trophy era, like this whole like I was having fun. This isn't a talent show.
This is not a talent show.
And you took somebody's spot that could have gone to the Olympics and represented Australia appropriately.
Yes. I'm sorry. And she's supposed to have, like, she came out with this statement, like, she's looking for sympathy. Like, I'm sorry. You just trashed your whole country. Number one, by making your first move a kangaroo jump. Australia has so much more to offer, and the first thing you can come up with is a stupid ass kangaroo jump as your opening, scene for your breakdancing. And number two, how did you get to the Olympics? Like, let's go back and really
that's my question, dude.
Because if you were a judge to sit there, if you were a judge at that panel and you've seen all these guys breakdancing, like getting the moves on and expressing their quote unquote art, but literally getting it in, hitting the pop and lock on point, on rhythm, and you pick Ray Gun over the other lady that was competing with, like, the other lady was on point. She was popping and locking and holding it to the beat, while Ray Gun was just wiggling and wobbling, whatever that she was doing during the wiggles. You know what I mean? She was just sitting there like, what the fuck? I seen better shit on Disney Channel. You know what I mean? Like, come on. So if you were a judge and you allowed her to go to the Olympics, you should be ashamed of yourself because you know what? You should just resign for being a judge for breakdancing because your representation that you sent to the Olympics is garbage. So that means you know nothing of breakdancing.
Well, it also like I said before in the last episode, where there's smoke, there's fire. That's always been my belief. It says here, courtesy of NPR. Some critics even accused Gunn of benefiting from a rigged competition, alleging that her trip to Paris was the product of a conspiracy. In her statement on Instagram, Gunn said her goal was to have fun in her competition while also taking it, in quotes, very seriously. I worked my butt off preparing for the Olympics, and I gave my all, truly, which I do believe.
Cool.
I do believe she believes. I believe that she believes she gave it her all. In the immediate aftermath of her ouster from the medal contention, Gunn also said she purposefully chose to focus on originality and style in her moves as a way to distinguish herself against rivals with strong skills in acrobatics and power moves. What competition in the Olympics does a competitor say, you know what? I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to focus on originality. I know we boxing, but you know what I mean? I'm just going to hit you like this. Or I'm just going to dodge like this.
Because I'm original.
I'm original. Don't hate on me. I worked my butt. You don't work your butt off and then decide to be original to distinguish yourself from other rivals. You're supposed to compete against other rivals. We're supposed to see the best of the best.
You're supposed to smash the other rivals. Like you want to be original? Like you think the pole vaulter was like, you know what? I want to express myself, and I'm gonna use my package to knock that pole out when I'm pole vaulting. Everybody's gonna remember me. No, that motherfucker was like, I'm gonna jump over that pole. You know what I mean? But this lady's like,
he didn't know he was going to teabag the fucking pole.
Yeah, like he's the Olympic teabagger, dude. But this lady, this is what I mean. Like, this is the mindset. This isn't a participation Olympics. You know what I mean? This isn't the Olympics where you just win
it is
an
the
automatic
mindset.
Sticker.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what she's saying in this statement. Like, hey, I'm just here to have fun. No, there's the fucking Olympics. You're here to work. You're here to represent your country. Like,
and you can't tell me you worked to get here. It don't make sense,
man. Bullshit. And I'm telling you, if people even contradict this and say, "Oh, you guys are wrong," look it up. Look up the Australian breakdancers, and you're going to see the difference. You're going to see what work is versus the sloppy shit that happened at the Olympics, man.
Dude, but even being fans and like guys that just love hip hop and the culture of hip hop since like the late 70s. It's safe to say we've seen some dope ass popping and locking and breaking. Like, we've seen people do some phenomenal shit in the world, not just in America. So there's no reason. It really pisses me off. And this is all jokes aside. Like, I actually am kind of pissed that this won't be back in the Olympics because it was so dope to have it there finally. Yeah. And it was the one thing that I was actually looking forward to seeing different type of break-in and how is this going to be judged. And then it's a shame that, and I hope that there's an outcry and some feedback that the Olympics receives, that you just can't take this away because she decided
some privileged bitch decides to freaking go up. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm
like
sure
people
she's
can be
nice,
mad at me for saying that, but I don't give a fuck.
You can't. This isn't like we saw some America's Got Talent. Yeah. This was the fucking Olympics. You took someone's spot. I guarantee you, and I know I was reading some articles where there's some dancers that are pissed. So you can't tell me that there's somebody in Australia going, that should have been fucking me, mate.
Yeah.
And you took my spot.
And here's the thing, like, for those who aren't pissed about this, don't understand the history of breakdancing, don't understand where it come from. Like, breakdancing came from the streets, man. It came as a release, you know, from all the gangs, from every block was a gang, especially from New York. You know what I mean? Like, I was in those days in the 80s when I was a kid, seeing people breakdance in the middle of the street, just freaking getting it. And that was a break from all the bullshit that happened in the streets, like the gangs, the violence, you know what I mean? These young people had nowhere to go. No authority was always up their asses. You know what I mean? They had nothing. And, this is the only thing where they can express, their frustration, their anger, and then finally get, the athletics behind it. When they couldn't join a sport or didn't have the money for a sport or basketball or football, because sometimes that took some money and dedication. But no, they had the streets, man. They had the music. So when the music kicks in, when Grandmaster Jay came on, with freaking hip hop, with freaking like all the old hip hop art, KRS-One, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just representing.
It's one of the elements,
the struggle,
the pillar elements of hip hop.
Yeah,
breaking. It's especially with Black and Latino youth who really, especially Latinos, that they contributed to hip hop originally through breaking. That's how the Latinos got involved with hip. Not the only way, but that's really one of
part of it. That's
gates.
Part of the history is all meshed in together,
right? And it's like
that's what I mean.
This is it pisses me off, and we could be. Listen, I'm sure Dave and I right now are probably have the very unpopular take in our opinions, but when it comes to hip hop and it comes to shit that we love and we see, and we're not saying it because she's white. There's a lot of dope ass white breakers.
Yeah,
she could have been dope and been white. I had a problem with that, but she was lousy, and her excuse. I want to wrap this up because I know we're on the time crunch. She says here in quote, I was never going to beat these girls on what they do best, the dynamic and the power moves. So I wanted to move differently, be artistic and creative, because how many chances do you get in a lifetime to do that on an international stage? Tell that to the woman that had a shot that could actually break dance.
Yeah.
Tell that to her.
You're going to go to the Olympics already saying you're going to lose. If you're already going to the Olympics already saying, yeah, I'm not going to win this, why are you at the Olympics?
Yeah, it just
why did you even go? You're wasting everybody's fucking time. Put somebody there who's going to go to the Olympics and say, you know what? I'm going to kill it. I'm going to rock this shit. I'm going to show everybody what I got. I'm not going to lose. But she already said she's going to lose before she gets to the Olympics. What the hell is that shit? So you basically wasted everybody's time. You got your participation sticker. You got to go see Paris. You
got to go viral because now she's popular.
Yeah. Now, you got to go to Paris and spend time with your husband because that's probably what you did majority of your fucking time. While the ones who were struggling, who have nothing, who were busting the ass, and this is all they know is breakdancing, didn't get that chance because some way, somehow, you got these judges. You all sat down at a dinner and started talking. Yeah, maybe she should go and represent us. Dude, I'm telling you, from Raygun all the way down to the judges, that whole fucking committee needs to just be done. They need to be just like, you know what? We quit. My bad. That was our fault. We know nothing of breakdancing. And what pisses me off is they sit there acting like they know everything about breakdancing, but they're going to send her ass, which means they don't know anything. They don't know anything. They pretend they know. Which is the problem, and nowadays is people pretend they know, but they don't.
Yeah,
like this isn't the participation shit. You work hard for the Olympics, and you just screwed up somebody's opportunity.
I think that to wrap this up, I think it's a shame because at the end of the day, if we're not going to get the Olympics to recognize Black and brown people, and I say that because breaking is a phenomenal contribution to the American and Black and brown American experience through music and the moves. And the reason why I said that is because we're talking about the Olympics. You have to be so athletic to do that shit.
Dude,
and these people aren't going to get recognized.
I used to break for a little bit, and dude, the things you had to do just to get fit. And that's the thing. Like I'm going to add on to that statement about representing the Black and brown, and I'm going to expand it more. Like it represents people who are struggling and have nothing else. It gives everyone from all shades, from everyone, a chance, a stage to express themselves because. Now they're trying to cut music from the schools. They're trying to cut, art from the schools. So this is a way for everyone who's taking it seriously to represent, not because I just feel like I just want to go have fun, versus somebody who lives and breathes this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you
It's
want
a
to just
shame.
go have fun, go breakdance in the park.
Yeah.
But if you
Go-
live and breathe this, you're going to underground competitions. You're hitting it up, and you're expressing.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah,
We're
it's whatever.
gonna pay attention to how this plays out.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm
on,
excited to hear.
Topic number 2. That was the main topic too. I'm glad we started off with the big. That was the big one. Number 2. For those that Dave and I are quietly trying to build a social media presence, and so what happened was we have a bro church TikTok page, and we got banned. And I should say, I say we lightly because it was me, because I'm the one that posts the content, but I don't know what I did wrong. I shared an ASMR that from last episode. We had an ASMR bit. I shared a TikTok of us talking about it. I mentioned another TikTok page that does ASMR. He's an ASMR mechanic bit. And I hit him up and said, hey, I'd like to add this to the video. Are you cool with it? He said, yeah. TikTok lets you download the videos.
Yep.
I splice it in post-production. I post it in TikTok, tag the guy, and it gets flagged for low-quality, unoriginal content. And then that snaking the pants bit, I got flagged for that because it was potentially harmful. And what it did was it wouldn't let me post anything. Every time I upload it, it just immediately deleted it. And I kept doing that, like waiting, like what's going on? So I deleted the flagged videos. Maybe that was it. Yeah, that would fix it. No. All day if it was last week, I forget what day it was. It just wouldn't let me do shit. I was actually kind of tight. And then I kept uploading, and then a couple times it let me upload. And I said, okay, maybe I'm back in business. Bro Church is back in business on TikTok. Dude, the next morning I woke up, and it was like, your account has been permanently banned. What is going on? Listen, I know there's other social media platforms for Bro Church to reach, but the organic reach on TikTok was what I felt like we needed. What the fuck, Dave? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that I did that, man.
Well, you know what? I'm proud of ourselves because I said we were going to get canceled by the second episode. We're 4 episodes in, so we only got canceled on TikTok. So I guess that's a good thing.
Fair enough.
I think just got jealous with the snake in the pants. They're like, nobody's going to have a snake in their pants except for us,
Yeah.
They're like, there's no way. So you're out of here, buddy.
I mean, the shit show of content that's on that platform, and I got flagged. I got us flagged.
You weren't giving. Well, apparently you weren't giving U.S. secrets on TikTok. That's why you were getting banned. You were supposed to get like secret information or something on TikTok. You'll probably still have an account.
No. You've got these like people that go live. These women that go live, and they've got their breasts all big, and they act like they're in-game non-playable characters in a game, and they're just and people watch these live streams. You can have that, but I got dinged for what? I still don't know. I didn't receive an email or an explanation. Like I couldn't appeal it. Well, let me correct myself. I could appeal it. I didn't know I could appeal it until it was too late. So I don't know what we're doing. I focused our attention on YouTube Shorts and pushing there, but I'm just we officially can say that we've been banned. Bro Church has been banned.
Hey, fuck it, right? I think I need to wear a bustier or something to get on TikTok. It's TikTok's a fucking mess. I mean, they allow some things and they won't allow other things. It just they have these righteous guidelines that make no fucking sense. So at this point, you know what? If we lose TikTok, oh well, it is what it is. I mean, they're probably going to get shut down here pretty soon anyway. Yeah, I don't think they got much time left, so might as well start migrating, right?
I think I just want to pay attention to it for a while and see what goes on there. I think what pisses me off, Dave, is that we were actually starting to build like a small little following with people that were interacting with us. Yeah. And it was cool. And
then we got cut out.
I reached out to one of them, I reached out to Sock Hattaby.
Oh, cool.
To let him know, hey, you know, I reached out with my personal TikTok account, and so he's following us on YouTube Shorts.
Cool,
and he's subscribed to the channel. So what's up, Sock Hattaby? But it's one of those. It's cats like that where I'm like, we were starting to kind of like build a and you fucked it all up. TikTok, go fuck yourself. So I'm just, oh man, I was yo, you should have seen me at work, dog. Like I was like pacing, like what the fuck do you mean? Like what the fuck do you mean I can't post? Like I was like, where's my shit at?
Did you go back to work? Fuck you.
Like, do you understand this is my business? Y'all fucking with my shit. I was like, wait, fuck it. I don't even know if Dave knows what the fuck's going on right now. Wait till he finds this shit out. And Dave's like, fuck it. We got banned. I'm like, no, that's not good. Dave wants to make t-shirts now. We did it, Mom.
You're freaking losing it. And I'm over here like, it's all right.
Dave's like, guess what, guys? We got banned.
Yeah, make a t-shirt. We got TikTok banned. That's going to be our promo.
So, you know, I guess if you're on TikTok and you follow this podcast, hit Dave or myself up and give us some pointers. Like what can we get away with and what can't we get away with? Because I didn't think we were pushing the envelope that bad. I mean,
think we were. I think we were hitting topics.
Jeez.
I'm wondering,
give us a break.
Is there a way to appeal it? I thought there was a way you can just.
Well, like I said, there is, but I didn't know that. And so the link to appeal it had already, like, it was in one of the original flagged videos. I didn't know that though, because right away I'm like, why am I flagged? And so I'm trying to like Google shit. TikTok does a horrible. Listen, I've been put on timeout before. It may have been like Instagram, and even then it was like, for what? But at least they go about a process where it's just like, hey, you posted something that goes against our guidelines. We need to put you on timeout and review it. And at least like there was even an email that came through. Nothing. TikTok is just like it's just like I woke up and my phone, like, actually my phone was waiting for me. It just had it on the screen like, you banned, bitch. Like I was like,
first thing you want to wake up to.
And I was so pissed, but I wasn't trying to let Alexandra know. So I woke up and I'm like yawning and stretching. I look over and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was like, do you know who the fuck we are? Like, fuck you. This is bro motherfucking church.
We're 4 episodes in and we're already doing, do you know who I am?
Do you know? Like, dude, I kept, I swear to you, I was like, it's all right. We're going to fucking destroy on YouTube now. Now we're going to fucking destroy. Now you fucked up, tickety-tock.
Tickety-tock.
Let's move on here, Dave.
Holy shit.
Topic number 3, AI is changing video games. I came across this. It was a pretty unique situation. There are, what do you call people that like motion capture? So they do motion capture for video games, and like, for example, the article I have here was for Spider-Man. So these people are doing motion capture for all the Spider-Man games, all the moves and whatnot, right? Well, they're going on strike because what's happening is, so these companies are like, well, we have the motion of you. Yeah. And so we don't kind of need you anymore. We're going to build other things off of this without really compensating you for your, you see what I'm saying? And they're saying, hold on a minute. That's not cool. And so there's a strike. Oh shit. Performers want their due. Jazry, Booker, Parker, and Breaking Movements are used to animate the title character in Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales video game. He and other performers act out action sequences that make video games come to life. But earlier this month, Booker picketed outside Warner Brothers Studios in California, along with hundreds of other video game performers. They plan to picket again outside Disney character voices in Burbank on Thursday. This was August 14th, as of August 14th. In a statement, a spokesperson for the companies, Audrey Cooling, wrote, "Under our AI proposal, if we want to use a digital replica of an actor to generate a new performance of them in a game, we have to seek consent and pay them fairly for its use. These are robust protections which are entirely consistent with or better than other entertainment industry agreements the union has signed. But video game doubles say those protections don't extend to all of them." Oh, my bad. They don't expect. So it seems as if there are protections put in place, but not everybody that's doing these sequences are getting that protection. What's your take on this, my friend?
I don't know. So are they getting paid? Did they get paid for the motion that they already did? And now they're saved on a file and they're expanding on that file? Like, am I understanding that correctly?
I think the way I'm reading this is continuing with the Spider-Man example is if they continue to make games,
they don't need the performers anymore.
They can pull from these motion captures.
It's a tough one.
Are these people being compensated for? Wait a minute! I'm not getting residuals from fucking Spider-Man 2 and 3. I did one, but you're using my motion capture. I really never thought about it, but I can't understand why they don't have I feel like they have a lot of room to stand on here because there's a lot of different businesses. Music, for example, where it's like you want to use my music in these advertisements. That's my music. I didn't record it for the advertisement. But it's being used. So I don't know why all of them aren't being.
I'm wondering now that you bring that up, that's probably a good point for them to try to go after, like saying, hey, this, our movements is our music. Like, this is us. This is what we do. So, you can't just willy-nilly use it. We are that performer. What sucks is in the future they're going to have to start copywriting or what do you call it? What's the other, branding their own movement, saying yeah. So if I motion capture
where we are. That's where we
Spider-Man,
are right now with AI. It's like you have
at this point, that's going to be
voice.
next.
Yeah.
Everything, even your movements, like how your hand, like right now, I'm going to have to copyright this, because I don't want AI taking my finger movements,
It says that Andy Norris, a performer on the union's negotiating team, says that under the gaming company's proposal, performers whose body movements are captured for video games wouldn't be granted the same AI protections as those whose faces and voices are captured for games. So there's the caveat. Yeah. I'm doing motion picture for Spider-Man because I got this fit, glorious body, but they're using your face because you got the face and you got the voice. So your likeness and voice is protected, but I'm not getting anything for all these games being made afterwards with my motions. And I can understand that. Norris says the companies are trying to get around paying the body movement performers at the same rate as others, because essentially at that point they just consider us data, which is fucked up. I feel
that is fucked up. Yeah, no, I agree. I think you said it perfectly. Their movements is just like their music. Like if anybody stole their movements, I mean, look at if Ray Gun I can't say it straight. Fucking Ray Gun decided to be a video game. She's gonna get pissed. Somebody stole her kangaroo movements. You know what I mean? Like fuck, man. No, I get it. That's pretty messed up. I mean, this is AI. Now you literally have to copyright your freaking body movements. You have to brand it. I mean, you have to put insurance on your body movement. I mean, you see some of these stars put insurance on their legs. If somebody take a picture of their legs, they have to get paid for it.
Tina Turner, rest her soul,
straight up,
had phenomenal legs.
Yep.
And I remember as a kid watching, I don't know what the pantyhose was. It was a commercial for pantyhose, and it showed Tina Turner walking out with these beautiful legs. And I remember as I got older learning, she had her legs insured.
Yep. So this is what's gonna have to happen. Like you have to brand it, trademark it, get your body movements,
Hey,
put
business
it on
is
the
business.
patent,
Hey, you can't be using my jumping around.
Straight up.
That, especially with the package like that, bro. You can't. Hey, I see that package.
You can't do it.
I see that package in that generated
all the
movement.
movements.
Can't
Do that.
On, we all
Sorry.
know that's me. We all know
Trademark
that's
Bro
me.
Church. You
My
can't be
big
seeing
ass
my
belly.
movements now.
You bet.
Imagine you play Spider-Man.
I wouldn't be called Spider-Man. I would be called
Yeah, you'll be called. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Anyway, I feel like when it comes to the reason why I'm so passionate about it is, and more so I'm sure you are, because you still play video games. I stopped, but we get so used to playing these video games and appreciating what we're seeing and playing. You don't remember. It's easy to forget the motion capture that goes into it, and these people, these unsung heroes, if I can say that are responsible for it.
Remember Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
When the original, how they used to play.
You see all those videos of them motion.
Imagine. Yeah, I miss that old style recording the actual people doing the movements, man. That the old Mortal Kombat, I was like, oh, this is great. I don't know if I should play this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I think these motion capture heroes need to be compensated.
I think so too.
I think if you're going to be paying the people whose faces and voices are being used. Now, listen, does it need to be the same amount? I don't know. But they got to be. You can't tell me they're doing the things that we're watching, the jumps and the flips and the fucking kicks.
I mean, in my opinion, they need to get paid either the same amount or a little bit more because they're doing twice as much as work. I mean, you try to flip backwards and try to land like a Spider-Man pose. Yeah. I do that once and I'd be in the hospital with a busted hip. I
do that in the pool.
Like I sneeze and I throw out my back. Ain't nobody paying me for that shit. You know what I mean? So I just saw the picture of her crawling around the floor. I can't do that. The only time I do that if it's either I'm drunk or I'm sick, one or the other.
Yeah.
But I think they need to get paid either same or a little bit more because they're doing a lot more work wearing that sweaty ass suit.
I'm keeping tabs on this story because I'm really interested in what pans out here because you're not gonna. These people are striking. Who are you gonna get to do these flips and shit? I'm sure you can find somebody because somebody wants to get paid. Nobody's saying that they're not getting paid. I think it's the continuing to use the likeness and them not benefiting from that, which I feel is wrong.
Imagine if they were like, "All right, we're not going to use you. We're going to start using the old bum down the street."
And how do you keep track of? How do you keep track of your image? Are you watching the games and be like that right there, like that Leonardo meme? Hey, right there.
I think it just falls on whatever game you're doing. Like if you're doing Spider-Man, that's your movements,
Yeah,
and
but if you're playing Spider-Man Part 4, and are you saying, well, that I can tell that role, that's my role they're using? How do you know?
They need to do like a signature move, like when they do a flip, and to know like everybody needs to do their own signature move. Like if I did a flip, and I wanted to know if I was in Spider-Man, and I'm like that guy doing the backflip or getting thrown around in the car, the final move on my whole sequence would be like, oh, fuck you. That's my move. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's Dave. That's the Dave right there. Dave. I know that guy.
I would do like Ace Ventura, where he would go like, but he would go like,
it could be the building be exploding. You're like,
I'm just like shooting. I was like, and then I just stand there and I go.
That'd be the signature move.
All right, let's move on, Dave. We're rolling right now. We're 45 minutes in. I got a fucked up story for you, sir.
Okay. Oh, hey, what do you got?
Fucked up file.
I'm excited for this.
Guess who's back in the Bro Church headlines? Frontier Airlines.
Oh, Jesus.
If you remember, Dave, last episode, the pilot was arrested from Frontier.
Yeah.
Fucking around and finding out on the internet, as I usually do, I came across a woman hurls a computer monitor at Frontier Airlines staff in Chicago. A woman shocked travelers at Chicago's O'Hare Airport as she went behind a check-in counter and hurled a computer monitor toward Frontier Airlines staff. The shocking outburst was all caught on video and posted online July 30th. According to reports, the woman missed her flight and then, in quotes, lost it.
That's pretty straightforward.
After the staff didn't allow her to board. Video shows the woman throw the monitor, which hit a man who appeared to have tried to intervene in the situation. The woman then knocks over another monitor, and there is a video. I'm going to see if I can include that in this as well. You can see her. She's flipping out, and she's throwing a monitor, and she's pushing stuff behind the check-in counter.
All because she screwed up. All
because she missed her fucking flight.
But it's everybody else's fault. What's kind of bullshit? What the hell is up with? It's not even Frontier. What is up with people who are traveling, who show up late? You know you have a flight. But you still end up showing up late, and then you're pissed at the people.
Entitled people.
And then you're pissed at the actual workers who are like, we can't let you on. The plane's already sealed up, ready to roll. You can't. Once that plane is sealed, you're done. There's no getting in it. But now it's their fault because you were too freaking lazy to get on time to these. Like shit happens. I get it. But if you show up already to the airport, and shit did happen that caused you to be late, like car accident, whatever, and you show up knowing that you missed your flight. It's not their fucking fault. You screaming and yelling is not going to get shit done. So now you're flipping the monitors. You're going to get arrested. Guess what? You missed a whole freaking, 30 days of flights. Now you're stuck in freaking jail.
Guess what?
That's so stupid.
Guess what the caveat is in this whole fucked up file, Dave?
What?
You're going to fucking lose it.
Ray Gun came out breakdancing.
She
came out.
She battled her.
She saw her throwing a monitor and was like,
she
yeah?
Said, what? You got a problem with Chicago?
Dude, remember breaking? Remember they used to have the fight breakdance? That's what happened. She stood there like, oh, you want to fight me? Oh, it's on.
She's getting hit with a monitor, but she's still dodging. Dave, Chicago police said the woman fled the scene and was not arrested.
Are you
police
serious?
Are still looking for her.
Well,
Dave,
it's Chicago.
How the fuck do you throw a monitor in an airport at employees and dodge and weave the police? Yep. You got to go through TSA and you got to get scanned and shit.
Nope, not in Chicago.
And she throws a whole monitor and books it out of the airport and nobody can find her. It's like Grand Theft Auto where she cleared the 5 stars. Now they're not looking for her anymore.
Come on, man. The Chicago cops. Come on. They got a bad rap. They're just
Chicago's like the Bears.
Yeah, we're like the Bears. We're not going to find her.
Football season's getting ready to start here. I'm not running after her, Bob.
Damn well that cop stand there like, I don't have the mood for this. I'm not chasing monitor later. Like, there's no point. I'm just gonna go back watch the game.
This is entitlement.
The crime rate's so high in Chicago, dude.
How do you fucking do that?
I'm not doing this.
How do you do that?
Maybe she should have been in the Olympics for throwing monitors.
She probably could have done that as her breakdancing routine and scored a point, at least.
Sir. She probably would have actually had like 5 or 10 points more than Ray Gun.
She would. Even her competitor would have been like, that's what's up.
Yeah. So I'm talking about. That's original right there. I see the anger. While Ray Gun. Like, did you fuck your chin up? Is that what happened?
Oh man. So that's all I got. That's all I got for the fucked up file.
I want to lead the next one, dude.
Let's go. Wrap it up, brother.
All right. I'm going to wrap this up. And I want to personally thank Mike Zuckerberg.
Mark
Yeah, Mark. Sorry, I'm so pissed right now. I want to personally thank fucking Mark Zuckerberg for making every husband in the world look like a bunch of pair of dicks because he got his wife a 7-foot statue of her in the back in his backyard. So if you walk to his backyard, there is a 7-foot statue, beautiful statue of his wife. So we're all sitting here, with our Hallmark cards,
Yeah,
half written. Hey, love you. Here's to the next 5 years. And a box of chocolate. Well, this dipshit gets a 7-foot statue and says, "Here, I love you." Thanks, Mark. Way to raise the bar there, buddy. I appreciate it.
And it's not even to scale. 7 foot, Mark?
7 foot. Like, really? Like, you couldn't even at least try to fuck it up a little bit? No, you got to get it all perfection. But now, so now we have the bar raised, and now we got to listen to that. Every time we give a gift to our wives, all we're going to hear is like, well, Mark Zuckerberg gave his wife 7-foot statue. Well, here's my chocolate-covered Jesus for Easter.
Here are my jumbo chocolate-covered strawberries that I got from the grocery store. They're really good, babe. Freeze them.
They're really good. They're jumbo. I got them on sale.
I have to imagine that Mark is first of all, Mark Zuckerberg is in a stratosphere.
Oh, he's on his own,
of his own. But there's something that you're making up for if you need something happen.
Yo, straight up. Come on.
Something happened.
You know, I know. Husbands know you did something.
Listen, I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but I mean, I've scored a couple points being kind of smooth and suave with my lady. I don't think Mark has that in him. He's smart as fuck, but he's like, oh, I fucked up. What do I got to do? What do I got to do? And he's just like, build a statue. Yeah. And so he's just like, he goes to somebody with a picture of his wife and is like, build me a statue and make it 7 foot. I need her to know that she's taller than me in my heart. And he makes a 7-foot statue of Mark's wife. And now, how does she interpret that? Like, she's got to go outside and look at this 7-foot statue. Where is it placed? And what is it?
You know what sucks is now she has to top that. So now there's going to be an 8-foot statue of Mark Zuckerberg sitting in the back. You know what I mean? Like, you got to top that. Like, Mark, why can't you just be a regular person and just go to Walmart, buy yourself a bouquet of flowers on clearance, and be like, hey, here, I got this for you. I know I fucked up. My bad. You want some pizza? Boom, done.
Dude, if they had a 7-foot statue of Mark Zuckerberg, it would be 2 of them because he would be talking to his AI self.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true. But now, guess what? Now, Mark, guess what you just did? Every time your wife pisses you off and you want to go walk in the backyard, you fucking can't get away from it because now you got to stare at a 7-foot statue of the woman that pissed you off for that day.
Can you imagine, like, I don't know if he drinks. I don't know. But if he does and he gets drunk and he's pissed off at her, I can see him, like, staggering outside and on whatever property he has, and he's like, he just starts pissing all over the 7-foot statue. Like, yeah, I got this for you, babe. Do you know who I am? I fucking made Meta, babe. You gotta be fucking kidding me, babe. You know what? I friend requested you because of what I created, babe. People have relationships.
You can't get mad at me. You
know who I am?
Remember that Rocky scene where he threw the bottle at the statue because he couldn't stand looking at himself?
No, it was his helmet. It was the motorcycle helmet.
That's right. That's what Mark's going to do.
That was during the montage scene where there's no easy way out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
fucking
great.
Mark. You know, I don't know, Mark. I think I got one up on Mark because for Alexandra's birthday, I got her a queen's crown. I ordered it from Russia. And it's in my Ginetto right now. Now, I'm not saying it's a legit queen's crown, and I'm not saying the lady like made it out of real gold, but it's all beautiful and like, you know what I mean? And I was like, yo, what's up? I paid something.
And here, all Alex wanted was, dinner out and the conversation with you, but you just got to show up with this crown. And now Alex is like, I guess I got to get you something.
I will say this, Dave, that he did do the right thing. Was he created a brownie point that will always be remembered.
Yes.
And he bought himself a lot of time. And I think that's what it is. I think what we do to buy ourselves time, like we listen, I love my lady. And when you do something right and you make her happy, you're like, all right, my girl's happy. I'm happy. But he is on a different atmosphere. He needs to do something big because he's busy. He's busy changing and invading people's privacy. So he needs to be able, he's going to be gone for years. So he's like, I got to give you a statue. Mark, I mean, come on. The cat's out of the bag, bitch. We all know. Yeah,
but you know what? I do give you props on one thing. You just created the ultimate arguing point. So now she'd be like, hey, did you do the dishes? Me do the dishes? Do you remember what I just did to you? And there you're pointing out to the background. You see that 7-foot statue out there? I built that with my hands of other people.
I'm going to go outside and talk to this beautiful 7-foot queen outside. And you let me know what I think about the dishes.
Yes. I'm going to go out here.
How can she argue that? You right. I'm sorry, Mark. You talking to the queen? She's 7 foot. Oh shit, baby.
Really? You know what? This argument is getting too hot. I'm gonna go outside, stare at this statue, wonder at its marvel while you cool down because of that dedication right there. I'm gonna go out there and just stare at it and remember the time when you were happy.
And I bet you didn't know I already have an AI version of you that I talk to while you're not here. And now I'm going to have to tell her what I think about you.
Yeah. I see, man. Mark. I see what you did. All right, you know what? Never mind. I take it back. I'm not mad at you. I see what you did.
I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry. Don't Facebook ban me. All right, well, that is all we have here. Dave, is there anything else you want to add? I know you got to take you and your boys out eating.
Yep, we're going to go eat in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Well, that is Bro Church episode 4. These are the breaks, folks. Woo! And we will be back with some more shit shows. Y'all be safe, congregation. Peace.